Hey guys, I'm Dave, and thanks for checking out another episode of Debt Free Differently. Today we're going to switch things up a little bit. I know that we normally talk about paying off debt and managing your money on my channel, but instead I want to share my experiences for one of my favorite things we've been able to do since becoming debt free. We have NBA season tickets. I wanted to do this video because I think a lot of people think that the journey to financial independence means foregoing anything fun in the name of being frugal, and I'm not about that life. Also, when I was considering being an NBA season ticket holder, I was looking for a video like this and I couldn't really find one, so I wanted to make one if you've been thinking about getting tickets. Here are my thoughts on being a season ticket holder, and I'll also share a little bit about the type of person that I think season tickets make the most sense for. This might seem obvious, but to get the most enjoyment out of your season tickets, I really think you have to be into live in-person experiences both in the stadium and outside of the stadium. We live in a world where so many people just sit on their cell phones for hours on end, and that's their idea of fun. And if that's what you like to do, season tickets are probably not for you, and that's okay. When you're a season ticket holder, you get the excitement of opening night, hopefully a good playoff run, and some pretty unique and cool experiences throughout the season that will obviously depend on your market. Here are some of the cooler things that we got to do during one NBA season. We took a holiday card with our team mascot. We got free tickets to see the Christmas lights at the Denver Botanic Gardens. We got to take a free throw on the court after the game and take some pictures. We got to shoot around on the court for an hour before watching a game on the Jumbotron. We held the flag on the court during the national anthem. I got to be one of the virtual fans of the NBA bubble twice. And of course, we got to enjoy all of the cool in-stadium stuff that happens during commercial breaks, and we're really into that stuff. These types of experiences are absolutely going to differ by team and by sport. I was a Los Angeles Rams season ticket holder and got absolutely nothing out of it but tickets. That didn't really feel worth it. I'm still a fan, but man, did they do a terrible job with season ticket holders while the new stadium was being built. For us, unique things like this are pretty priceless for a team that we love, but they might not be for you. I think that the perks that we get as Denver Nuggets season ticket holders are pretty good, but if you heard that list and it seemed pretty boring and meh to you, season tickets are probably pretty meh to you. Next, if you know that you're going to have to sell some tickets, you have to know your market. Coming from Los Angeles to Denver, this was a big adjustment for me. I was used to kind of a rabid, crazy reseller market for pretty much everything, and that is not the case in Colorado. And also, while it's very sad to me as a superfan, the Nuggets are the fourth most popular team in town, behind the Broncos, the Rockies, the Avalanche, and then the Nuggets. In a normal NBA season, you'll have 41 home games. We probably went to 20 because we didn't go to games on Mondays, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays because, well, work. The rest I sold to coworkers at face value, gave them to friends that I knew couldn't afford a night out at the time, and I sold a handful online. The good part is that season tickets are discounted compared to buying tickets as one-offs, and also Pepsi Center has been standing for a long time, so there are no personal seat licenses to pay for. Our seats would normally cost an average of about $50 to $60 to be in the last row of the 100 level, but we got them for $34 a ticket as season ticket holders. That meant that I could sell them for less than others without taking a loss, but there were still games against like the Knicks or the Suns, and I would have to text friend after friend after friend trying to see if anyone would take them, even for free 99. But also, there are the big games that everyone wants to go to. People want to see LeBron, they want to see Kawhi, they want to see Steph Curry, they want to go to the playoffs. You might be able to get triple for those tickets, but if you're a big fan, those are also the games that you really want to go to. If you live in a big market or a city where tickets for your team are always in demand, I guess you could think about the tickets as an investment, but in a mid-sized market like ours, I definitely don't. It's pretty much just like a sunk cost that I'll get a little bit back on. Just again, know your market. This seems silly, but you have to ask yourself if you like people. For us, one of the highlights of going to games is sitting with our awesome row of season ticket holders that we sat with all the time. Going to games is exponentially more fun when you feel like you're going with friends. We got to know everybody in our row, their friends and their family members who would take their tickets when they couldn't attend, and it made it a blast. During this pandemic, man, I miss you guys. If you have zero interest in getting to know the people around you, or you're just gonna sit in silence like the people who sat next to us at Rams games, you might not get a whole lot out of being a season ticket holder. It's a long season. You're going to get to know these people. Let's get real again. Do you love the team? Some of the value with being a season ticket holder means being really invested in the events that happen outside of the stadium. For example, this season we drove over an hour to see the team practice at the Olympic Training Facility in Colorado Springs. The year before, we had a pretty unique experience to watch the team practice at a high school in Denver. So yes, we talking about practice. And at those events, we got to take a few selfies with players, picked up a few autographs, but really it's just around being with your people, the real fans that want to talk about practice. At the annual Meet the Team event, we stood in line for about 2 hours to take one picture with Jamal Murray and PJ Dozier. To a lot of people, this would be a waste of 2 hours of your life, but to us, we had a lot of fun just chatting with other fans in line, and it was something that we really enjoyed. Also, it's sports. There are going to be good years and bad years. If your team is playing like absolute garbage, like the Rams were when we were season ticket holders, are you still going to be a fan when it hurts? If so, then season ticket packages might make sense for you. So if you've been watching this video thinking, okay, I'm feeling all this, the good part is that you don't have to necessarily cannonball in for a full season. In pretty much every sport, you can buy a quarter season or a half season package or maybe a weekend package. You can just try it out. Go to some, sell some, see what you can do before and after the game, and in most cases, the team isn't going anywhere. You could do season tickets the following year. I know that this was a very different kind of video than I normally do here on Debt Free Differently, but if you've been considering getting NBA season tickets, I hope it was helpful to you. Also, if you've been working on getting out of debt and been saving cash by not spending money on fun things, I hope this video shows you that fun things will come, and you will not only be able to do them, you'll be able to afford them soon. If you're new to my channel and like this video or learned something new, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, or subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Debt Free Differently.